Floyd Shivambu, the deputy president of the Economic Freedom Fighters, has warned that the black majority parties would soon overthrow the white capitalists and seize control of South Africa. Please kindly hit on the subscribe button as we go into the details. His comments coincide with the discovery that funds from a kind donor were given to the 7th administration. This is considered risky as the billionaire may be able to sway the government to his advantage. There have been rumors that a number of well-known people are receiving financial support from the billionaires to lead opulent lives. Floyd Shivambu predicted that the economic freedom fighters will triumph over the capitalists and put an end to everything. He continues by saying that establishment puppets cannot beat them. The economic freedom fighters are not a member of the Government of National Unity, and they have been criticizing the ANC for straying from their core values. The argument put out is that the African National Congress betrayed the white majority when it chose to form an alliance with the Democratic Alliance and other parties. True, the South African government and parliament are owned and controlled by the white capitalist elite. But it won't last long. On behalf of the people, we shall overthrow them and seize control of our nation. We are not and will not be beaten by establishment puppets, he said. Once again, the Democratic Alliance, DA, is in disarray as they attempt to come up with a response to President Cyril Ramaphosa's surprise announcement of a 32-member cabinet on Sunday night. The expansion of the cabinet to include a mix of seasoned lawmakers and fresh faces has generated discussion and criticism on the makeup and size of the group. The main opposition party in South Africa, the DA, expressed astonishment and worry at the abrupt and significant increase in cabinet seats. Many party members saw the move as perhaps going back on Ramaphosa's earlier promises of a more economical and efficient administration. The president emphasized his commitment to provide committed leadership to a range of sectors in his statement, which he made during a late-night speech to the country. DA leader John Steenhuisen criticized the enlarged cabinet, calling it an unwarranted expense to taxpayers and a diversion from the group's goals of streamlining government functions. He said that the president's promise to cut spending and improve efficiency directly contradicts the larger cabinet. Steenhuisen also noted that the news was made late on a Sunday night, perhaps in an effort to lessen the amount of instant attention and criticism. Political observers believe that Ramaphosa's move might be a calculated move to appease different ANC groups as well as to handle the nation's complex concerns. The ministers in charge of energy, health, education, and economic development make up the new cabinet. These sectors are critical to South Africa's growth and recuperation. However, the Democratic Alliance still has doubts about the effectiveness of a larger cabinet. They argue that increasing accountability and performance within the present framework should be the main goal and that having more ministers does not always equate to better governance. The opposition party has called for a comprehensive review of the government's organizational framework and the introduction of policies that ensure a more responsible use of public monies. President Ramaphosa emphasized in his speech that the new appointments are meant to solve unemployment, advance inclusive development, and enhance service delivery. He gave the country confidence that the expanded cabinet will put in endless effort to find solutions to the pressing problems facing South Africa right now. As the political landscape adapts to this new reality, it is anticipated that the DA and other opposition parties would intensify their scrutiny of the government's activities. The next months will ascertain if the enlarged cabinet can make good on its promises and prove its continued existence in the face of widespread skepticism. Former Ukhozi FM anchor Ngizwi Mchunu shot to fame with a wild and theatrical act. In order to express his regret for his passionate and often contentious statements made before the election, Mchunu has scheduled meetings with Juliusmalema, the charismatic leader of the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, and Jacobzuma, the former president of the MK Party. Mchunu gave his address at a time when political tensions were already rising, after a flurry of criticism about his earlier comments. Adorned in traditional Zulu attire, Mchunu appeared before a cheering press conference and expressed his intention to respectfully seek forgiveness while shedding tears down his cheeks. "I have seen the error of my ways," Mchunu said, shocking the audience.